Hey friends, it's time for another Playwright tip, and today I want to show you what web-first assertions are. What I have here is a beautifully designed button that when I click it, it changes its state and will fade out and disappear eventually. Let's write a test case for this. What I have here is a index spec.js file that uses Playwright tests to register a new test case that is called button disappears. It goes to localhost and it takes a screenshot. And let's get started by bringing in the expect function that is provided by Playwright test itself. And Playwright uses the expect library from the popular testing framework Jest under the hood, but it adds a little bit of sugar on top. And let me show you what the sugar is. What we can do now is we can locate the button on the page and we can start by writing our first assertion here using await expect. We can give it our button and you will see now that there are a lot of web-specific functions already available. We can test for CSS, we can test for classes, or we can test for an element to have a specific text, like register in this case. Now we can click the button and we can add some more assertions here right below. When we now run this test, it will succeed, but what I want to point out here is that these assertions become truthy at different moments in time. For example, when we click this button, it will be disabled and changes in text right away, but it will only be hidden after a few seconds. And the thing here is that Playwright web-first assertions will wait and retry for this particular assertion to become truthy. And to show you how this works, let's break the test case here. Let's run it again. And you now see that Playwright will try until it times out to have a truthy assertion. And I think this is just a beautiful way to avoid waiting statements all over the place and just stagger your assertions on top of each other to test that your UI has the state that you expect. And this is this week's Playwright tip, and I talk to you next week.